Hello and welcome into the Northwest Bank Studios for Cyclone Fanatic Daily. I'm Jake Brend. We start this Tuesday with some surprising news on the recruiting front. 2026 three-star guard Marcus Zelee announces that he's decommitted from Iowa State less than 3 weeks after announcing his commitment to TJ Otzelberger's program. The 6'2 guard from Texas announced his commitment back on July 2nd. That was less than 48 hours after he initially received an offer from TJ Otzelberger. Zelee was brought in as a defensive-minded point guard with a connection to assistant coach Kyle Green through his original Minneapolis roots. But after 20 days, he's going to head back into the recruiting cycle with offers from Arizona State, Drake, and Texas A&M Corpus Christi. We are David Montgomery days away from the kickoff of the 2025 college football season, and we've got a line for Farmageddon from Circa Sports. Iowa State is listed as 3-point underdogs to Kansas State in Ireland. It's a field goal spread that is not uncommon in this series. This will mark the fourth time in 10 games under Matt Campbell that the Farmageddon is within a field goal spread. In fact, there's only been 2 instances where the spread has closed outside of a touchdown. In the 2023 Abu Sama game, K-State was favored by 9.5. We all know how that went. And then in 2020, K-State was injured, sick, and in a bit of a down year, and the Cyclones were favored by 2 touchdowns in a game they won 45-0. Now, how has ISU fared against the spread in the Farmageddon? It's well documented that Matt Campbell is 4-2 against Chris Kleiman straight up, and that's actually the exact same record as against the spread, 4-2. But overall, Campbell is 5-4 against the spread when you throw in his record against Bill Snyder. A couple stats to throw your way. Since 2017, Iowa State has been an underdog 37 times. They are 21-15-1 against the spread and 13-24 straight up. Some more recent history. Rocco Becht is 5-3 straight up as an underdog as the starting quarterback. Of course, those are all just numbers. It'll be decided on the field in 32 days. Jackson Pence and I are continuing our position preview series over on CycloneFanatic.com. Today we are talking linebackers. We all know how banged up that room was last season. Just listen to this stat from Alex Gookin, friend of the program. John Haycock lost 55 games worth of linebackers to injury in 2024. It was as bad, if not worse, than you remember. Now this season, there's so much experience coming back. There are 7 linebackers that have combined for 65 starts on the defense. So, who plays? Who starts? Iowa State GM Derek Hoodjer likes the problem that they've got.
If you walked in that room, there's a lot of guys that in their mind are expecting to probably start, which is a good thing. I think it's a healthy competition, and there's a lot of guys that have played a ton of football and played winning football. And obviously a year ago, you didn't expect Rylan Barnes to have to go in and start on the road at West Virginia, but he
Barnes
did.
Farms, man.
Great. Yeah.
Shout out.
Caleb Bacon 2 years ago was maybe the best player on the defense, and you would have never expected to lose him the way you did. And that allowed Cale Brazina to go and play lights out in week 2 in Kinnick. And then, he fights an injury. And so Zach Lovett fought an injury for a long time.
You're already down your 2 guys to start the season. Didn't even mention
Will McLaughlin was out, and who, when Will's been healthy, is one of the better players on our team, regardless of position. And so, I think that's one of the benefits as you were able to kind of survive that storm. As now a lot of guys have played a lot of football, and that's a great position to have depth at, because those guys can play on special teams and they can do a lot of different things. And so I think you're right. And hopefully, obviously, we can stay healthy and take advantage of that depth.
Players are reporting to campus right now as we speak. Practice gets underway on Wednesday. We've actually got some men's basketball availability Thursday, and then Friday, it's Iowa State Football Media Day. This is the time of the year to be glued to Cyclone Fanatic. Thank you for supporting what we do, and we've got so much great coverage coming your way.